it's Jean-Va again with this amazing team. So I just want to wish everybody another amazing week. Glad to have you guys following us. I want to first say thank you for all the followers who's been following us. Remember again to subscribe and then click on the reminder bell, as well as our international students. And I have one school I just wanted to kind of give a shout out to, which is called the International Students of Tekorowasi Senior High School out there in Ghana. And you've been following the shows. I just want to say much love, but thank you again. So today we brought a guest speaker by the name of Lori Drake. She's a coach, a basketball coach, and we want to kind of get the coach's perspective and athletes on how they are kind of dealing with this whole new, as I say, blueprint or actually playbook. Now, again, I'm going to bring in Karen and Meg. You guys, come on in.
Well, hello. Welcome to a new week. I'm very excited. The sun is shining. And of course, I have to represent the Louisville Cardinals.
Ooh.
No offense to anyone else. But I do remember the little wolf pack. I sit here and do that at home for practice, just for the fun of it. So how you doing, Meg?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking.
Okay, how's that weather over there?
It's beautiful. Feels good out.
Okay, you're giving out shout outs. I forgot to Rutgers University, Scarlet Knights. Hey, I'm giving you guys some love too. So like I said, all in this together. But Lori, we have you on the show today, and I always like to just kind of jump right in. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, Lori Drake, Cape Fear Community College. I'm the head women's basketball coach here. I'm going into my 9th season.
Okay.
I actually, in 2011, had an opportunity to build the program from ground up. I was young and I didn't know what I was doing, but I had enough people around me that I could be a sponge and just take it all in. So I spent a year building the program, getting all my athletes in, and then in 2012, jumped in and just started a season. We are constantly challenged here with academics.
Okay.
And, that's one thing that I really preach. You're student first, athlete second.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that being said, I take a lot of pride in the academic side of things. We do study hall 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday. And, right now with the way that things are, we're doing virtual study hall. So couple rules: have to see your face, have to see you working, no headphones in, things like that. So, got some boundaries set there, so I can at least see them doing something. But, back in 2012, when I built the program, we only won 9 games, and but we had one of the best GPAs out of all the sports at Cape Fear. So it spoke volumes on what my student athletes were doing. As we've progressed going into our 9th season here, we are one of the best teams in the country. So 2 years ago, we finished 3rd in the country. We also had a 3.6 GPA as an overall team. That was like our bomb year. Like that was the year right there.
Wow.
So it was incredible. We were 28-5 on the season. We have come a long way since 2012. Both athletically and academically. Okay. Cape Fear Community College holds about 26,000 students, and that is full-time and part-time.
Okay.
And we sit about 11,000 full-time students. And we house quite a few athletes.
Wow.
So, it's just a cool opportunity. Both, I went to a community college. I played basketball at a community college. So I kind of have the understanding of, hey, let's get that associate's degree. Let's transfer, to a university of your choice. Okay. Let's get scholarships, which is huge. A lot of my kids are full Pell. They need those full rides, and they're getting them, which is exciting. I have a young lady who came from nothing, is at Duquesne University right now.
Wow.
Came in with like a right at a 2.0. They just happened to graduate her from high school.
Okay.
Helped her out, and she left here with a 3.4.
Nice.
So, we really, really try to preach that part of it, but, we also want them to be an athlete too and have some fun with that for sure. So that's kind of where we are here at Cape Fear Community College and what we do and what we preach. So it's good stuff.
Well, thank you for sharing that. And I want to first say, I want to kind of congratulate on the amazing job that you are doing as an educator, as a coach, because, we need, as I always say, a lot of folks to step up, and you're doing that and then some. So I just want to say thank you and kudos. Now, I know Karen and Meg have a few questions because they always like to jump in. So guys, fire away.
So one thing I did not think about with it being community college, you have such a short time with these ladies, and it sounds like you were just doing so much and doing all the right things in that short period of time, because not only are you wanting them to do well in basketball, you're tracking them and making sure that they're doing well so that they can move on and be successful. With this having a short-term period with them of a couple of years, is that really difficult? Do you think that puts more pressure on you because you don't have that extra time with them?
Oh, absolutely. It's in and out here. You're in, you're out, you move on. But it does. It's because they spend that first semester being a freshman. They don't know what college is. They don't know what it's about. And just learning that, like, hey, they're not going to just hand it over to you. You got to work for it. So we spend that first semester, it's a battle. We really encourage our student athletes, and I encourage my women's basketball players to use tutors and resources. So, but yeah, it's a challenge to get them where they need to be, because we have to, we go through a lot of, hey, we got to get you through some developmental classes to get you into your college level courses. So, it can be a challenge for sure, but you do what you got to do.
Okay. Now, Meg, I just something that just came across, the grid for me, and she mentioned of the whole preparation with the academics and work that's involved. And I know your specialty with ICP-Teams, that's your specialty. So kind of expound on how we can help some of these athletes, right?
Yeah, actually, Lori and I have had this conversation before. So we've discussed like making sure athletes are taken care of, and I'm really proud of her. I'm familiar with Lori, her program. Her students are amazing. They're very close. They're a very close knit group. Lori is very, very engaged with her players. They're not just players, like our students, like they're part of her. So I would like for her to talk a little bit about the change that they've gone through, because I know that it was hard for Lori to not see her team coming into COVID, and how hard that was, because as a coach, she loves her players, and so that transition of the COVID piece of not hitting, the gym and not hitting the wood first right out the top, like how that was. So how was that for you, Lori, coming back from COVID?
Oh, it was so tough. It all started in the spring when our postseason workouts got cut short, and all of my players had to go in online classes, and then I couldn't see them all summer. I could have zero contact with them whatsoever off, besides a phone call or a FaceTime, which thank goodness for that. But even now, it's tough, like if, we have to check temperatures every day, we have to record them every day, whether we're doing workouts, study hall, anything face-to-face. All of my kids are online classes, and it's difficult. They really, really struggle online. They are very much, I need that face-to-face in person. So it's been tough. We've gone through a little spell where we can't even be with each other. So there's a lot of, virtual things that are happening right now, which it's just not the same. These are my kids. We're family, and like Meg said, just super, super tight. Right. And it's been tough.
Well, I can understand and kind of feel the sentiments here because, no one really, as I say, signed on for this, but you know what? I always say that we can definitely make it through together, and by inspiring each other and inspiring like I said, the students, because they need us more than ever. So this is why we came together, and Meg, myself, and Karen, and put this platform together so we can be an outreach to those students and those families that, they just kind of need some little guidance, little help there to kind of help them along the way. And, I just want to say, because I know you're pressed for time, but, definitely thank you for giving us this opportunity to talk to you. And like I said, any other educators or coaches out there, we love you guys to come on and to kind of give your take on things on what you're doing in your school, your institution, and how it's working, and how we can all share this information together. Now, before I sign off, I'm going to pass it on to Karen and Meg, and they'll chime in. And I'm also going to pass it off to you to kind of talk as well, Lori, just to kind of sign off as well. So you guys got it.
Right. So with a term that you used was engagement, and that really resonates with me because in anything that you're doing, I think the more you're engaging in it, the more you get out of it. And I know that this particular situation really has interrupted 2 years. And as a community college, that's, very important. But I applaud you doing the workaround, just pulling your kids through it and trying to help them adapt and overseeing everything that they're doing and doing it the right way, because that's definitely going to be key in all of us getting through this COVID time, and for your girls getting through this tough time and moving on to their next phase of their college. So I really appreciate what you're doing.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. Just to kind of piggyback on what Karen said, like, I know it's been a lot of work. It's been a lot of transitions for a lot of people. So, especially the students, much respect and love for them as well, because it's been hard. Like, it's been hard. They're ready to start their careers and basketball and all of those things. But just like you and other coaches out there, I want to say, like, I know personally, Cape Fear's blessed to have you. The team's blessed to have you. I've watched you. So I know your students have the support. You're there for them. And just the whole entire program. So I know that there's going to be a lot of students that are probably trying to get to Cape Fear to work with the Lori Drake and
nice.
your team, because just like with parents, that's going to be something I look at, making sure the academics and making sure it's not just about the athletic piece. We love that about our students, but that educational piece. And I know that Lori also follows her students. Like, she can probably tell you where they all end up and where they go. And so it's another product of someone that has so much passion and love for what they do. So thank you for all of that, Lori.
Very nice. And Lori, just something for the parents and the students, just to kind of a takeaway before we say goodbye that you want to share with them?
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, I've been talking to Meg quite a bit, about ICP-Teams and what you all do. And, I think it's amazing. And I wish I had that when I was growing up. I wish it existed, and it's a cool opportunity for our students, to really develop and use those resources. And so, if I could just, give anything to my parents, take advantage of moments like this and opportunities, and, really work with your kids academically, and help them to be successful and give them what they need. So when they do move on, they're ready for it. They're ready for whatever's put in front of them. So, but thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. This has been awesome.
You're welcome. Thank you again. Well, everybody, as we say, have an amazing week, and we'll be back here again next week. So everybody, remember, follow us and hit that subscribe button and the reminder bell. Have an amazing week. Take care.
Have a great one. Bye, guys.
Bye.